Hello, 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 hello. It is Adrienne, Capricorntigress of Astrology and lookinside.com. It is August 26th, my grandmother's birthday. Rest in peace, you beautiful woman. And I am coming to you with, well, I'm going to do a couple of things tonight because I've been busy and I'm going to take advantage of this desire I have to talk and speak and show myself and do whatever it is I'm doing. And I just looked at where the planets are, and we're going to talk about that any second now because it needs to be talked about, okay? So the first thing I want to discuss is the sun. The sun is at 4 degrees of Virgo. So yeah, there's a lot of people out there with a real desire to work right now, me being one of them, even though I'm late by an hour and a half almost, because I was supposed to be here at 7. But okay, so I have an announcement to make before I go any further. And it's so weird that the moon is at 22 degrees of Sagittarius, which means I probably finished when it was probably exactly square Mercury or around there. So the action of getting it done was there. And so I got my, I'm officially certified as of today. I had already put in my signature, but I officially finished all the requirements. I did my practices live, actually my last 3, because we were required to do 5. And so I decided to do them with my group, was practice 1. And then I did another live yesterday. And what I decided to do, and I might share them, but I'm thinking about putting them into a package because they came out great. So on the first night, I did wealth and money. And so we did healing. It was all about, because I just been, I'm certified now, I guess. I'm so excited as a sacred light healer. And I can, I'm certified, actually 2 certifications, and one is for Sacred Light Foundations, and the other is for Sacred Light, Sacred Soul Alignments. So, which is wonderful. I get to help people, by providing alignments and things like that and helping people energetically. And I mean, right away, I started getting great results and comments, and I feel so blessed that I was given this opportunity. So I am more than pleased to be a sacred soul healer. And I've done the heart of creation. I've done a few times here. So you kind of get a vibe for just how fluid it is. It's really, I feel like the more I do, the more I heal my soul. And I was just looking at my sigil that I made, and the more I do, the more I heal my soul. So let's talk about that. The more you do, the more you heal your soul. How Virgo sun and moon in Sagittarius is that? And Mercury is also in Virgo. So, and I cannot help but notice that the moon is steadily trekking now toward an opposition with the North Node, which is at 26 degrees of Gemini and retrograding. They're going toward a big bang right now. So that opposition, let's look at that. The moon in Sagittarius, of course, we're always talking about things such as religion and things like even astrology, but knowledge, right? Education, knowledge. Even higher education, such as colleges, universities. It could be big time publishing. Like I always think of the big publishing or the big movie theater or whatever. Like it's always the big establishments, big business, the political, the government, the policing, all of that, blue lives. There's no such thing as a blue life, right? That would mean they were alien. That's a career. That's not a life. I really get irritated when I hear it because it reduces our lives down to what we wear as a uniform. Some of us don't wear a uniform. So it doesn't make sense. And to compare a job, a uniform, a profession to an entire race of people is insulting in every way. I hope people understand that. It's like telling, non-Black people they don't mean as much as, say, NBA players. It's not smart. It's insulting. So I hope that we stop that kind of thing. It's a time to put an end to it anyway. I think with the moon in Sagittarius, some truth might come out somehow. I see the North Node in Gemini, which is, of course, information. I'm not sure if people are getting to the heart of the problem. I really believe that this might be a situation over the next few hours. I know there's been some things happening in, where was that? Wisconsin? I would expect that to build to a crescendo if not resolved. I hope there's not, policing and brute force. Some things don't need brute force. But I talked about this earlier, and I want to state that right smack dab in the middle of this opposition between the moon and the North Node is Mars in Aries at 26 degrees, exactly sextile the North Node at 26 degrees of Gemini. So, yeah. Now, the moon actually flows with that brute force because Sagittarius, of course, is policing and political and governmental. And so this is why I'm hoping a meeting of the minds might happen. I don't know. I hope so. I think I had this thought earlier today that part of the problem is that they're using force, brutality sometimes, brute force, against words. Sometimes instruments, but usually just words or song. I know there's a lot of things out there that, make them look bad, but really when you get right down to it, that's usually what most protesters are doing. They're either talking, trying to make a speech, or singing or something. Now, if the police are chasing them or throwing things at them, then they start getting weird. But I've just noticed that, and I'm just wondering how many other people are picking up on it. Sometimes brute force is not necessary. Sometimes people just need to tell their truth. Let them tell it. It doesn't hurt anybody. It is what it is anyway. We can't hide the truth. How long can you make pretend it doesn't exist? So I hope we get to that point, because that would be the best meeting of the minds between this moon in Sagittarius, truth, and even the police, even the government. It's positive with Mars in Sagittarius, in Aries. It's a trine. And then it's sextiling the North Node exactly Mars at 26 degrees. It's beautiful. Hopefully people will get a chance to talk their truth. and they'll get it all worked out. I pray. That would be wonderful. Now, the problem with all of that, because I always have a Pollyanna look at everything, is Saturn is at 26 degrees of Capricorn. And it's saying, hell no, absolutely not, because it's retrograding. So there's this strange, I won't call it strange, but there's a resistance to authority. It does exist. I mean, after all, Saturn's retrograding from Aquarius, right? It's in Capricorn, but it's going to bounce back to Aquarius. And so we have to be aware of that. The resistance to authority, you know, what happens with a boomerang when it pops back around? It's going to be worse in October. You watch. So I hope it gets worked out now. It would be beautiful if we were able to do that. I mean, just come to some meeting of the minds where things aren't so harsh, not so aggressive, not so so much brutality. If we could rid ourselves of that somehow, so we can hear each other. Sometimes it's hard to hear each other over the brutality. See? So I hope we can fix that, because there's a lot to be heard, a lot to be said, and amazing things. I'm looking here and seeing that Mercury is quickly approaching a sextile to Venus. Venus is at 19 degrees of Cancer. Mercury is at 13 degrees and 24 minutes of Mercury of Virgo. And of course, Mercury and Virgo is at home. So the mind is as sharp as it's going to get. I mean, with the North Node in Gemini, which, you know, that's the other home of Mercury, there's sharp thinking here. And the sun is down in Virgo at 4 degrees. So the mind is sharp. Hopefully, critical thinking and analytical thought will be the rule of the day. I hope we have no more troubles. Jupiter is at 17 degrees of Capricorn, and well, Mercury is about to make a sextile to, or a trine to that. And Jupiter is sextile that Venus and Cancer, or excuse me, it's opposed it. That's an opposition. Jupiter's opposed Venus. By just a little bit more than a degree. So it's a real opposition. I don't know how many other people's relationship have been affected by Jupiter in Capricorn opposed Venus in Cancer. But I give up on love, man. I had to unfriend someone who told me that I would never get rid of him, that he loved me. I don't believe him. And I need someone that makes me feel really loved. I am not a sharer at all. My Venus is in Scorpio, a very selfish lover. The moment I even sniff there's the possibility of someone else, I am gone. I will not look back either. I know that sounds horrible, but I had my heart broken from someone I gave my heart to. And I had to stop and learn about narcissism and devaluing and discarding and gaslighting. And now I just count the red flags. My boundaries are so high. And I think that Jupiter's on my ascendant. So of course I think very highly of myself. And Venus is basically on my descendant inside my 7th house. I mean, it should be good for relationships, right? But it would be opposing the joy and happiness of me. So I'm not willing to sacrifice myself for love anymore. And I did tonight, I did a healing on relationships, relationship healing, as I think a great deal of people sacrifice themselves in relationships. And I think Venus in Cancer could do that. I think Jupiter in Capricorn is like the antidote to that. Of course, it's retrograding, so it's not bringing any happiness and joy right now. But yeah, I think some people are going through this in relationships where they may feel that they have to choose. Like in my case, it was me or thee, but it might be like you might your money versus someone else in your house siphoning off your money, or it could be like living with your family versus going off and being on your own. It's so many situations that it could be. But in my case, it just happened to be Jupiter on my ascendant and Venus on my descendant. And yes, I had to ghost the guy. I mean, he's not responding and he disappeared. So it's done. And so a lot of that, oppositions do that. It's either or oppositions. So it's not, there's not much compromise in the middle when there's an opposition to Venus like that. And this is serious. It's Jupiter. It's a major opposition. So be aware of that. Also, note that Pluto is not too far behind. Pluto opposing Venus, like, damn. Oh, excuse my language, but like, you want to cheat on me? Come on. I don't got time. I I mean, unless he was somebody like super rich and he was just doing me down. Like there's no way. I'm just saying. I am not thirsty like that. I am not. And so some of y'all might have, had have been in a situation where you've had to make that choice between whether you're going to put up with XYZ if you find out XYZ is occurring, or you're going to protect whatever in your heart, whatever it is. Like for me, I just felt like my joy was with myself. My joy was definitely not with somebody who's cheating on me or lying, at least, or just not at my vibration. And it's so okay if you decide that someone is just like, if someone keeps you confused and unhappy, like to the point where you're like always guessing, like, do I mean this, or what's going on, or how can he say that when he's doing this? It's time to leave that. No one needs that. Time in life is too short. And I think Saturn in Capricorn retrograding is, I mean, I'm a Capricorn. There's no if, ands, or buts. There's no half stepping. Like, you better come correct or don't come at all. And I think that what I call the three-headed dragon, Jupiter in Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn, and Saturn in Capricorn, all straddling that Venus in an opposition that way. Especially if it's your 7th house or 5th house. I don't know where it falls in your charts. But whoever it is better step correctly or don't step at all. This is not the time to be flip-flopping when it comes to love. Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, all retrograde. That's such seriousness. And they're opposing Venus in Cancer. I mean, I'll be honest, with me, I think that's what grossed me out the most. If you're going to be that romantic, then back it up with something. So anyway, Neptune is at 19 degrees of Pisces. And that is why that Venus in Cancer is so heinous right now. because they're showing emotion. There's a lot of lying going on and cheating. Neptune in Pisces at 19 degrees, trine Venus in Pisces at 19 degrees. First of all, 19 breaks down to a 1, so the selfishness is there. But then the illusions, delusions, and lies, even if it's just fantastic and fantasy, it's an illusion. Eventually, the bubble will burst. And there's a lot of relationships where the bubble is bursting. I know I'm not the only one. It's just happening because if someone's not, you know, what did they say in the oracle cards? Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. If someone is doing that, the bubble is going to burst. Because these planets are not going to put up with that type of lie, that type of illusion. This ain't no fantasy. This is Saturn in Capricorn time. You better come with what? Anyway, my last planet is Chiron in Aries at 8 degrees. And I'm proud to say, Chiron in Aries at 8 degrees don't have no aspects at all. That is very rare. I'm looking, but it doesn't. It did earlier this week, or, you know, probably yesterday, but not at all, none. And that's good, because Chiron is painful in Aries. I'm dealing with it. It's like in my progressed 12th house, like on the ascendant, which is at like 9 degrees of Aries or something, 10 degrees. Got Aries on it, like inside of the progressed first house. It's like a nightmare. Okay, I want you guys to know. But I'm dealing with it. I'm dealing with all of that, whatever that is. And I'm just going to go ahead and end it for the astrology. I'm going to see if I have any kind of questions here. I don't think so. So I'm going to move on. I was going to do something that I really needed to do. And I'm going to admit what it is. I have not been over to Psychics 101 to do my readings in like a month of Sundays. I don't know why. I just got so busy. I just forgot to do it. So I wanted at least attempt to do some of these because I feel so bad. Even if I don't make money, at least so I can connect with some of these people and let them know I'm alive. Because I really have not been there. So let me go over there and see what's going on. Okay, so this is the one that says, let's find out. This is the one I think one was a earth dragon and the other was a water snake, if I'm not mistaken. You see, I think 1977 is a water snake. Let me just make sure. Because I had looked at this on, I looked, a fire snake. I looked at this on my phone, but I didn't do anything. So this person had asked, and it is Joubert or Aurelian and me will mark our anniversary together. Reginalda Bergowit. I hope I'm saying the name correctly. They're beautiful names. But anyway, she wants to know what day that they'll mark their anniversary together. It's a very unique question. I don't even know if they're together or if they should be together. I don't know, but we're gonna do something. We're gonna pull out some cards and just get an idea of what's going on with these two here. They want to know what will mark their anniversary date. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can get any kind of vibe. I don't know. First, I just want to see if they're married or what's going on. What's going on with this couple? Joubert and Reginalda. Joubert and Reginalda. I realize too that I do these readings because they make me feel good. I like being nosy. I like going in and doing them. So it's like whether I've got a lot of people here or not, I'm going to do them because this is what I love to do. Okay, let's see. What else is this? Okay, let's see. What else is this? 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 Let's see, Reginalda and Joubert. Reginalda and Joubert. Reginalda and Joubert. 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 This is, let's see. I wonder if this is why I felt an urge to do this. Joubert. Reginalda and Joubert. Reginalda. Okay, so here's what I think. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But first of all, we're dealing with an earth dragon. And it was that he, no, she's the earth dragon. He's the fire snake. Earth dragons are a little different than fire snakes. She's also a Sagittarius. And he's March 22nd. He is like right at the cusp of being an Aries and a Pisces, most likely Aries. I think 22nd is Aries, I would say. It's a master number. So he's going to take on that master, Joubert, Aurelian. He's going to take on that mastery anyway. So I would say in Aries. And that's good because she's December 6th Sagittarius. So I could see there would be a great deal of attraction, if not love, there. But I don't know if y'all really together. I'm keeping it real. You might be. Now, if you're together already or if you're not, first card I got was flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to each other. But I think it's because you really do have romantic feelings. So if y'all are together, you're already married or getting married, that's beautiful. The feelings are real, worth exploring. That's gorgeous. Let your friends help you, especially if you're just getting married, right? Ask for and accept help and support from others, or like you're doing with me. Right? Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I always try to get it to get clear, and it always doesn't. Isn't that funny? But then I got unrequited love, and I thought, wait. Are they together or are they not together? Unrequited love. Are y'all already together or are you not together? There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, Reginalda. Is that why you asked me about your anniversary or when? Because you're not sure yourself. I mean, there is chemistry, right? Look at that. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Strong magnetic attraction. And then I got, you deserve love. You are lovable. Whatever is going on, you are lovable, Reginald. And then I got heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. But then I saw codependency. Addictions could be affecting your romantic life. And it ended with religious factors. Your love life is influenced by religious upbringing and spiritual paths. So I am wondering, Reginalda, if there is, you asked me about your anniversary. That's something someone asked if they're married, but most people married wouldn't ask that. I'm just saying. So I'm gonna clarify that. I'm gonna clarify codependency. I mean, the last three cards was heart-to-heart conversations, codependency, and religious factor. I mean, that just tells me there could be something going on that y'all seriously need to have a talk about because there's something going on. Well, let me just see if I even get the vibe about y'all being married, because I just got the vibe that you dreaming about them you being married, but I'm gonna say that if y'all are married. There ain't gonna be no anniversary if y'all ain't really married. I'm just gonna keep it real. Like, yeah, if y'all really married, there'll be an anniversary. Oh, oh, girl, what you get me in the middle of? Reginalda. Let me see. Show me clearly what you want me to. What you were trying to do? This child. Oh, Lord. Tell me what to share with Reginalda. There must be another. Yep, there we go. I think I got enough. I'm gonna see if there's anything else that comes out. Yeah, there was. Reginalda, I saw the first card that I saw. I knew I was dealing with what I thought I was dealing with, and I'll tell you in a second. But I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Not with these cards. Usually, when I see these cards, I know exactly what I'm dealing with. Exactly what I'm dealing with. I know exactly what is happening here. But I mean, I'm not saying it's there's no hope. We'll get to this in a second. So Reginaldo, I'm going to be honest. I can't tell you when you're going to, what date that's going to be, because I don't even know if you're married. And if you're married, I don't know. Your first card that you got was the Six of Cups. And when I see this card, this tells me this is somebody who is looking back on their past relationship. That is something they're not even in right now. Are you still in this? Did he leave you, Reginald? Are y'all still together? Looking back, it's something he's already been in. He's thinking his cups are behind him, not in front of him. Maybe that's why you want to know about the future, because you don't know about that. I see that, when I see the Nine of Cups, let me make sure this is the one I think it is. I'm pretty sure this is the one that, yeah, that's what I thought. See, this is the cup of satisfaction. Like you could even be a little vain. I'm just saying, but this is like you'll be successful. You'll accomplish whatever it is that you want. Maybe you're looking back on when you had that success with this person, right? We were clarifying what happened about the codependency and religious factors. It could be that because of vanity, you're not letting go because you can't see and you're stuck in the past. I hope that ain't the truth. But honey, the next card I got was the Eight of Swords. And girl, you bound. You are bound into something. Eight of Swords. This is like being stuck in something and feeling like you can't get out. And then on top of that, you got the Ten of Swords. So not only are you feeling stuck, feeling stabbed in the back. Did Reginald cheat on you? Did he leave you? Is he with somebody else? If you're married, then maybe you can say that, I don't know. But if you're not married and you're feeling like this, girl, I just sense that even though we got a lot of options, I just feel like you might feel like you put in a lot of work. And that somebody in here got a lot of options. And because they had a lot of options, you might be dealing with a Scorpio, but that mess led to a Tower. And when there's a Tower, that means there's an ending. Now, sometimes the ending is so that there's a new beginning, but that doesn't always mean that beginning is going to be with you. Or maybe you're supposed to have your new beginning, but I don't know if it's supposed to be with him. Either case, I do think that you need to either communicate to this person that you're still interested if you are, or communicate and figure out what day you're going to have your anniversary. But this is communication. And I think it's a communication of love because it's a page of cups. Whatever you do, you're going to have to work. This is the 8 of coins. You're going to have to work at this. You better work, especially if there's a third party. You want to say this, you got to work at it. You might have to learn some new skills to keep this. I'm just saying. I'm so fresh. There's a 10 of staffs. Again, that's more work. That's like I've been putting in all this work and I don't know what I'm getting back out of it, Lord. Work. But look, at the end of this reading, now I got 2 extra cards, but at the end of the main reading, you know what I got? 4 staffs. I do think that if you're married, I think this happened inside of a marriage. If you're married, you know, you have to work hard to keep that marriage. You're not talking. There was a tower. You cheated. Felt stabbed in the back. But you're in the marriage, right? That's the 8 of swords. You're stuck. Your pride won't let you go while you're looking back on the good times. That's what I get out of that. And I think you might be in that marriage. And if you're in that kind of marriage, because the next was the 4 of cups, where you're in a state of constant, you know, sadness and depression, petty jealousies all the time, not knowing where your man is, or if he loves you, or when you're going to have an anniversary. Shh, girl, I hope not. I hope that's not where you're at right now. I wonder though if you're dealing with a Leo. I saw a Scorpio and a Leo in this reading for sure. This is the king, I believe the only king in the reading, and it's a king of staffs. This is a king that makes a decision. He knows what he wants. And if he hasn't made a decision and you're together with him and he wants someone else, he will make the decision. If he wants you, he'll choose you and he'll stay with you. These are usually pretty decent men. I mean, as far as on the up and up, they say what they mean and they mean what they say. Strong leader type. Okay. So let me see what we got here. I like to take them apart, see if there's anything I didn't see, anything I missed, any hidden story, you know, anything like that. There's 2 4s. I just realized that. I got a lot of number cards. Was that 8, 9, 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? A couple of 10s, a couple of 8s. Yeah. No triples, so that's good. Nothing we need to go look up or anything like that. Wow. Wow. You only got 2 minor arcana face cards. One was the Page of Cups. The other was the King of Staves. If you're dealing with a Leo, that's the King of Staves. If you're dealing with any man, he's about to make a decision. It's going to be a firm decision. It's going to come through communication. Maybe a text, a phone call, an email, a chat. Maybe together, I don't know. But he's going to make a decision. He's serious about it. He ain't going to mess around either. That's the kind of man that makes a firm decision. Once he makes it, he makes it. And look, I don't know what's going on and why you asked me about when y'all are going to have an anniversary or child. The only the major arcana you got was the Tower. The only major arcana was the Tower. Not an ace in the bunch, the Tower. 16 breaks down to a 7. It's definitely about relationships. It was a relationship question. This relationship is done. And it could be that there could be something that happened in the relationship that was causing a problem in it. Maybe that's done. And so you guys have to rebuild the relationship. I saw the 8 of, you know, a point. There's a lot of work that has to go into it. But, you know, if you got to rebuild a tower from something like that, that could be why, especially if there was cheating or lying or something like that. But look, this is the only card I got. So I can't give you a date, honey. I can't. And I know that fire snakes, they cheat, baby. I don't know if you know that, but I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm gonna leave it with that. If you like to get a professional reading with me, do a horoscope chart and all of that, to Astrology a Look Inside. That's astrologyalookinside.com, and I will do that reading for you. You know, my prices are competitive. They're some people think they're high, but they're competitive. I have a mini page. So if you look at my prices and you're like, ah, I don't know why they're not that bad. I'm serious. But you can go to our order page. I do have two places. I have several places you can order from. But go to our order page, and I've got our minis there. Our minis are like 15-minute readings I'll do for you. They're more reasonable, like yeah, I think from 25 to 75, you know, something like that. Anyway, let's move on to the next. I'm gonna see if there's anyone at YouTube. If not, I don't even know if I announced on Facebook I was doing the live. I might have. I wanted to make sure I got through these. I had so many I haven't done. And I'm just going to tell them, I'll tell her, Reginalda, Reginalda, I did your reading on YouTube on August 26, 2020. Check out my channel. Wait a minute, do I got a link to this? Let's see if I got a link to this video. Check out, I might, let me see. Check out this video. If I do, I do. So check out this video. Check out this video for your reading. I have to timestamp these though. I will have to do that. At least I put that there. Okay, so I did Reginalda. So let's go on to this one. This is actually from 3 days ago, but she says, hello, hi, how are you today? My name is Tanesha, and what a neat birthday she has. I would like to get some honest insight on if a friend of mine is afraid of losing me as a friend, or how does he really feel? His name is Jaycee, and then she gives me his birthday. So I'm going to look up Jaycee. Now I can see Jaycee is a Virgo 8. Ooh, he's a picky dude. And she appears to be a Leo 9, right on the cusp of being a Virgo, but a Leo. I probably would need to do their horoscopes. I have a feeling that she's got Virgo planets, he's got Leo planets. They're probably making pings all over the place. But I tell you what, let me pull a couple of cards for her. So let me look up their animals. I used to have all of them memorized and in my computer, and they pull right up, and then my computer crashed, and I just really have not sat down. And I had did it from like 1900 all the way up to 2020, because I really want to know those. And there is a easy, it's like every 12-year cycle. So okay, Earth Dragon is 1988. Earth Dragon. Oh, I was married to one of them, I believe. Or was it a metal dragon? Earth Dragon. Wait a minute, here's another one. And this is an Earth Snake. At least they're of the same element. I do like I do like that they're of the same element. And I do like that although she's a Leo and he's a Virgo, she's on the cusp of Virgo, and they're both earthy. I have a good vibe. I have a very good vibe here. But let's do this. Let's do this. Got my little sacred crystal here. I'm going to do actual card reading, not just, I'll clarify what I love reading if I have questions, but I don't. I have a feeling I need to do the tarot cards and not just an oracle reading. But this is, she wants to know about this friend. This friend is afraid of losing her as a friend. And if how this friend really feels about her. How does this friend really feel about her? Does he really like her? You really like Tweet or not? Or Tanesha. Her name is Tanesha. Let's see if he really likes Tanesha or not. Because I just realized I have not been on this thing for ages. I have been so into my own little world. It's so wrong. You have no idea. So let's see. Divine Spirit, show me clearly what to share with Tanesha. What do you want me to share with Tanesha? Anything here? There's it. No. No? Okay. Anything else for Tanesha? Show me what I'm sharing with Tanesha. Show me what I'm sharing with Tanesha. I want to find out. Let's see what I'm sharing with Tanesha. Be interesting. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's see here. One more. Wow. See one more for Tanisha. Thank you. Okay. Wow. Anything else? Oh, wow. Wow. That's why. That's why that happens. Any other message? Because that's, I feel bad now. That was it. Wow. Gonna leave it like that for real. Spirit. Oh, what's that? What's that? Wow. 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 That is serious. Anything else? Wow. Okay. I guess that is the message because I pulled out 4 extra and it was all telling me the same thing. And I realized what I was dealing with. So she wants to know this girl tweeter, Tanesha, who's a Leo, the Casa Virgo. She's born on the 18th of August. She wants to get some insight about this friend of hers named Jaycee. And she wants to be, she just wants some honest insight on it and whether or not he's afraid of losing her as a friend and how does he really feel about her. And the first thing that I got was the 2 of Staffs, which, it tells me, he's making a decision. Like this can go either way. Like just as you can see with these staffs, it can go to the left or the right, east or the west, north or south. It's not written in stone. I want you to know that. You might be weighing, because this question is how he feels about you. He's weighing his options. He's weighing his choices. There might be another female involved. An older female might be involved. I don't know in what capacity. Maybe his mother. Maybe your mother. I don't know. But it's usually an older female, a Queen of Swords. Usually this is a woman who's an older woman. It could be a woman who's divorced, a woman who is widowed, a woman who might be a little older or sickly. But it's usually a woman might have, lost a baby. She's not happy usually. And when I see her in a relationship messages, I usually think, oh, there's a problem here. Okay. And I just saw something and I know there's a problem. So here's the Queen of Swords. Then I saw the Nine of Cups. This has to do with vanity. This has to do with vanity. 9 of Coins. I mean, their success, he's successful. This could be successful, but this has to do with vanity, whatever it is. And I think whatever he's doing, he's holding on to everything. Like he's holding on to his money. He's probably holding on to his emotions. He's holding on. Like maybe afraid to give because he's afraid to lose something. Could be, lose his emotion, whatever. But he's holding on. All his pentacles up, usually money, but it could be his emotions, anything, especially if he's a Cancer, Virgo, or Taurus. And then you got the Six of Cups. There's another one looking back. This is probably over, or I'll just say this, the good times were behind you, or you feel that way. Like you're looking back on the good times. You're looking back on what you thought was, or was maybe, but it might not be there then. And then you got the King of Swords. Now look, the Queen of Swords and King of Swords are together in this reading. And normally, if it was the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, or King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, I would be jumping for joy. But when I see the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, bad news. And he's probably talking behind your back, maybe. Just know that. But I think whatever is going on now for you, Tanesha, like your current position is the 10 of coins. This tells me you're actually doing okay. Like, I mean, I love the 10 of coins. I mean, you might be feeling financially stable, in a good relationship. You could be just getting money, that's for sure. It could be what you want, but I think it was in your current position. I think it's what you have, what you can aspire to, what's really available to you now. I don't know if it's with this guy, because we were asking the question about him. When it comes to him, you're being told to walk away. 8 of Cups. You got to put yourself first no matter what. Honor yourself first no matter what. You might have to walk away. I'm not sure. I do see that you might get a offer of love, because you're asking how he feels. Well, he wants to offer an offer of love, right? But I don't know, Tanesha, because the final card, or one of the main reading, because there are a few extra cards, was the Tower. Here another one. I mean, this could be Scorpio, but it's relationships. And sometimes it just indicates there has to be an ending in order to be a new beginning. There might have already been an ending. Maybe that's why you want to know how he feels about you. But that to me is an indication of an ending. And then the next card you got was the Fool. I wanted to clarify that, like, what? And I'm like, what? Step out on a ledge? What? Because this is another sign that indicates a new beginning. So, that's ending a new beginning right after the ending. And then the Knight of Staffs, yeah, that's ending it and moving away. And then the Six of Swords, yeah, that's ending it and moving away. And then Temperance, that's weighing options. Look, I don't see this. This dude is moving away. He's weighing his options with Temperance. Six of Swords, he's moving away. Knight of Staffs, he's moving away. The Fool, he's starting a new beginning. The Tower, it's ending. Knight of Cups, he's making an offer, but I'm not sure it's to you. And that's, wow. Wow. But like I said, when I see the King and Queen of Swords together in a reading, I mean, I have learned from doing these that can spell death to any decent relationship. It's like the death knell when you see those two together. Queen and King of Swords. I mean, they're together, but they're fighting. Usually this is like a guy who's talking behind a girl's back. a girl who was like, I don't know about him. I'm cutting him off, ghosting each other, that type of stuff going on. So I like to read the major arcana backwards, and I'll do it for you, Tanesha. This mess is ending, whatever it is. It's all kind of mess. Y'all build up something, a friendship, a love, something, only to watch it burn. I don't know why, but I mean, this is the card. I mean, he could be a Scorpio, but this is most likely it. And sometimes it ends so it can have a new beginning. I told you that. And there's the Fool, a new beginning. I sense he's getting a new beginning. He's weighing his options. That's what he's doing. Now, I don't know if he wants a new beginning with you and he's weighing his options to do that or not. I would love to clarify this, but this is a free reading. So I just realized it's a free reading. Ain't nobody getting no darn clarifier with free reading. So if you like to do that, you can reach out to me at astrologylookinside.com. Go to the order page, get a freebie there. The minis. You could send in a donation of $25 or more, and I will do all kind of fun stuff for you. Okay, just know that that's the way I roll. Because I'll get you on my list, and then I'll start doing all kind of free things for you. So definitely send in a donation and stay in the loop. And again, that's astrologyalookinside.com. Okay. So let me see what is going on, who I'm going to do next. Let's see. Let me give her this here. I'll do one more because that was just 4 days ago. So I'll do Tanesha. Get your reading live on my YouTube channel. You can check it out here. Okay, there we go. Yay. Okay, there it is. So it looks like it's there. So the next, I think, is this one. Let me see. Okay. Well, hello, my fellow Capricorn goddess. Oh, I love this person already. My name is Taylor, and my birthday is January 6, 2000. My question for you is, how is my ex-boyfriend Gilbert feeling about me since our breakup? Also, I keep seeing signs of him everywhere, and I was wondering, what do they mean? And if he sees them of me too. His birthday is March 21st, 1999. Well, first of all, he's a 3, which breaks down to a Virgo. So this guy, Gilbert, right away, I know without going any further that he has a great deal of ambivalence in him, because March 21st is right on the cusp of being a Pisces or a Aries. And most likely, I think he may be an Aries, I believe, at the 21st. Let me just make sure of 1999, because some years it's the 20th, right? Isn't it? Make sure he is an Aries. Aries. Yeah, that's Aries. So March 21st, 1999 for sure is an Aries, and you are for sure a Capricorn. But I want to check something else. Let me look about the 1999. Rabbit. So he's a rabbit. Earth rabbit. So he's an earth rabbit. An Aries earth rabbit. I have a feeling he's got lots of Pisces planets, even though he's technically an Aries because he's right on the cusp. And she being born in 2000, but January 6th, I'm sure is still a Earth rabbit too. So let me just check. Because, usually it doesn't change until deep in it doesn't change until February 5th. So she's also an earth dragon, which is good. I mean, they've got that. That's probably one of the things that attracted them. I mean, Taylor, I mean, my thing is whenever a Capricorn is dealing with an Aries, I would have to look at your chart to see, but I would think he would have to have either a great deal of earth or you a great deal of fire, or you know, there's got to be some pull, some flow that happens between your charts. Now, what I initially see when a Capricorn and an Aries are attracted is sex. I mean, that's sexual attraction. That's a square. That's an instant sexual attraction. I mean, I would think that you guys had that. And and it could be what it is that's holding you back right now from moving on because the chemistry might have been really strong. And you both being earth, dragons, I can only imagine how earthy and fiery it was. And so you might be having a hard time letting go of whatever you guys did. Now, I'm going to see what the cards say because I like doing this for people. And I want to do this for you and see what it tells me. Let's see what this says. And then, if you want more, then I'll tell you how you can go about getting more after, okay? Okay, so let's see here. I've been at this about an hour already. I just realized. I'm just gonna shuffle these a couple of times. You just cut these two. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. My crystals, you hear with me doing this here. 4. Okay. I have to get a new area to do my tarot readings because where I sit down, it's impossible for me to set it up so you see the cards and not see me. The other place I did it, and you guys seem to like that, was when I sat at my kitchen table and did it. But the only problem with that is, it means I got to keep my kitchen clean and, or put some type of a divider or something there. I'm just like, wow. I'm just hoping I can find some other solution where I can set it up so that the emphasis is on the cards more so than me. I know I need a different spot than where I'm at. Hopefully I'll be moving out of here, within the next, I don't know. I'm just hoping I get a new place soon. I don't know why I feel an urge to have a new place, but I do. So we're asking about Taylor and Gilbert. Taylor and Gilbert. And is he feeling anything about her since their breakup? I mean, does he think of her? Is he wondering about her? There's all kind of signs. What's going on between Gilbert and Taylor? Is there any potential? Are they thinking about each other? I guess she's thinking about him. Is he thinking about her? So Divine Spirit, show me clearly. Oh, something popped right out. What is the message here for Taylor? For Taylor. A couple of cards that showed up here. What else are we sharing with Taylor? Show me clearly. What are we sharing with Taylor? Show me anything else. Wow. Wow, look at that. Anything else? I sense so. Oh, wow. I'm going to take these and end it because I have a feeling we got a couple of extra cards here. See what we got here for Taylor. So, wow, yeah. Man, I've been seeing similar cards all night. So many people are into themselves. And I'm telling you, you're not going to find love if you're thinking more of yourself than you're thinking of the other person. That is like secret to love 101, man. So anyway, I do see some things here. You got a couple of extra cards, Taylor, that really tell me a little bit more about you and Gilbert and what the heck is going on. So the first thing I saw was the hangman. The hangman, Taylor, the hangman. Okay, and this is a card that shows that this person is praying on it, thinking on it, meditating on it. They ain't moving though. You know, they're thinking about it, but they ain't moving. He's weighing his options, like literally weighing his choices right now, thinking, meditating. Like, I wonder what she's doing. He might even be thinking about you, but his pride is going to keep him from contacting you. Look at that. He's doing to himself. Let you know, I think a part of him really does think about you. He's making a decision. I think this guy is making a decision about something serious, like whether or not he wants to be serious with you or whether or not he wants to be serious with somebody. I mean, especially if there's somebody else in this relationship you don't know about. Maybe he's thinking about whether he wants to be serious with you. I mean, I do see the Queen of Staffs here. And I don't know if that, because you're a Capricorn, right? So with the Queen of Staffs, that's usually a Sag, a Leo, or Aries. I mean, he's an Aries, but I wonder if he's messing with a Sag or a Leo or another Aries. I'm just sensing. I mean, here's the King of Cups. I mean, this is an emotional man. It's an emotional man. He's got emotions, but I just see that he cut things off. Things ended. This is where things are right now. Here. Crashed tower. Crashed and burned. I mean, you were building something, right? At one point, or at least you felt you were. And then it just all died. All of a sudden, probably. Crashed and burned. All that building for nothing. That's the way you feel, maybe. I mean, it's an ending, but sometimes an ending can lead to a new beginning. But I think the problem is you got competition. I don't think you're the only one. I think there's competition. I think there's been fighting too. You guys might have broke up because of fighting. Knight of Swords. Fight. He might also be strategizing instead of acting, but just as strategizing. But usually this is anger. I don't know what he got mad about, what y'all broke up about. Think about what you broke up about in the first place if you guys broke up, because that would be part of it. I do see the Cancer. Well, this is a Cancer card, Chariot. This is a Cancer. But this also is victory. This shows victory. After the ending, a lot of times a new beginning can begin. And if what he went off to do didn't work out, he might want that victory with you. And I think you're going to win. You got the Sun. The Sun, look at that. I love this. This is my favorite card. Whenever I see this card in a reading, I know the person asking a question is going to win. You win. Whatever is going on, whatever that tower is, you're going to win. I believe that. I think there was lies, cheating, deception, the moon. Lies, cheating, and deception went on. But I think you might have ended it, but I don't know if that was, if that was a wise choice. I mean, here's the thing. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. I think there was just a lot of choices. Dude went off because he had choices. Look, weighing options, weighing choices. Lots of choices, juggling. Look at that. So, I mean, right now, that might be what he's doing. But the potential for you guys to win and have the Sun, as long as he can get rid of the lies, cheating, and deception and all the other women. Okay. So let me separate these cards and see what they look like once they're separated. Because You got a heck of a lot of major arcana. I mean, my goodness. My goodness. I'm telling you, I think the potential to win in this relationship is here because all that major arcana, girl, I think there's been fighting. I think you've been arguing. I think there's been lies. I think there's been cheating. I think there's been fights. I think he's been strategizing. I think you've had competition. But I think he's emotional. I think there's still emotion in this man. This man is still emotional, swimming in it. He broke it off for whatever reason, but he still has emotions. And you're ready to make a swift executive decision. You're going to win no matter what. But I think you are definitely the queen of this relationship. Okay. That's the way I see it. Now, you had a lot of major arcana. A lot of major arcana. So this is what I'm going to just read it out overall. And whatever message comes out, I'm going to tell it. And then I'm getting out of here because I'm sweating. I'm getting hot. This made me hot. I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on, Lord. But Lord, there's wait. Take the time, meditate. There's meditation that needs to be done, waiting, praying, thinking, some affirmations, getting your life right, getting your head right. He might be doing that. You might be doing that. I'm not sure. I think the man is thinking about marriage. I mean, this is about could I go into a serious relationship? Hierophant. Hierophant is usually a Taurus, but it also can be an indication of someone trying to do a traditional, serious relationship. Let's get a place together, let's live together, whatever. I think either he's doing that or did that with you or wants to do that with you, or if you guys did live together, it ended because there's the tower. The tower, it ended. Whatever you were building, maybe you were building that and it ended. But I think that ending was so you can have a new beginning. Either he gets a new beginning, you get a new beginning, or the two of you get a new beginning together, because then there's the Chariot. And I think this is good for relationships because, as you can see, it's a 7. And 7 in astrology is partnerships. And I think this is all about the partnership. But like I said, marriage, there's the sun, you win. The relationship is a winner. I just think you got to get rid of the lies, cheating, and deception. And then the sky is the limit. I mean, the wheel of fortune, that means there's lots of choices. And that's really what's going on. I think either you or him are weighing the choices. And when you finish weighing it, hopefully you'll get that sun. Okay? All right. So that's been my take on things. Quick and easy, right? So Tanesha, I want to make sure I'm saying it. Taylor, if you haven't already done so, stop, like and share our videos and subscribe to the channel. Go by the website, Astrology Look Inside. Go to our order page and you can either make a donation or choose one of the mini readings, and I'll give you, more information. I'll do a card reading instead of an astrology reading, or whatever you need done. Okay. So much love and light to you. And it was my pleasure helping you. I'm going to go ahead and let you know that I did this reading and posted it on YouTube. So let her know. Taylor, completed. Your reading on YouTube. Much love and light. I've had a long day. Oh my gosh, a long day. So I think this is my cue to call this day off. I think, let me just check. I do have someone out there. Shaunak is out there. Shaunak Rungta wanted to ask a question. Well, since you caught me before I left, yes, you can ask a question, Shaunak. What is the question you wanted to ask? If you're still out there, Shaunak. Or Shaunak Rungta, right? Shaunak, is that you out there? If that's you, let me know what it is you want to ask me. You got a few minutes. Otherwise, I'm out of here. If someone wants to ask me a question, this is your last chance. Otherwise, I mean, I'm not sure what kind of question you wanted to ask Shaunak. I don't see any kind of response here from Shaunak. I mean, I can always just do a general for Shaunak. I don't know what the question is, though. Let's see if Divine Spirit shows me your answer. I don't even know what your question is. But I'll do this before I'm out of here, because I just noticed you had asked, and I probably talked all over you asking the question. Because I was so busy doing that. So let's just see. Divine Spirit, show me clearly, what is the special message you want me to share with Shaunak? Wow. Wow, Shaunak. I don't even know what the question is. Wow. Some cards just poured out. What is the special message you want me to share with Shaunak Rungta? Wow, something else turned over. What is the special message for Shaunak Rungta? Anything else for Shaunak Rungta? Show me clearly. Oh, that popped out of my hand. Anything else for Shaunak Rungta? Wow. And this is going once, going twice. Oh, there's a lot of cards coming. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to end it there because, I mean, these cards were popping out for Shaunak Rungta. I don't even know what the question was. What is the question? So let's see what I'm telling Shaunak Rungta, because they surely wanted to tell me an answer, even though I don't know what the question is. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, it's amazing. Okay, let's see here. Wow, Shaunak. So let's see, what's that one there? Wow, Shaunak, what are you worried about? Let's see. I have no idea what the question was, but look, whatever this is, I don't even know what the question is. I don't know what you're asking to do. But you're being told to take a chance on it. The Fool came out first. That's you. That's going out on a limb. That's taking a chance. That's not being afraid. That's taking a chance and going on a limb and doing it. I think whatever this is, I think you've been worried about it. I think you've really been thinking about it and having a lot of concerns about it. I think you've been weighing your options about it. Look at that, maybe even drinking, but definitely weighing your options, like looking at the choices that you have. I think you've been strategizing. I mean, you're ready to act at any moment. You've been really strategizing, thinking of your plan, your strategy, how you're going to get it done. And I think you're probably tired of working hard or putting in so much and not getting back what you think or expect to get back. For Shaunak, I see potential success. I see total victory potential here. I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you're doing, you got the potential for total victory. And after that, you got the Chariot on top of that. This victory is coming quickly. This is your current position. So whatever's going on, not only is there the potential for victory, but it's coming quickly. And I think it's coming quickly after you've been juggling, working a lot, having a lot of choices, but not knowing exactly what's going on, how to proceed in whatever this is, because you've been worried. Look at that, another worry card. You've been pessimistic about it, worried about it. Look, 5 of coins, another one. That's just literally not even sleeping, just in your drink, like just not being happy, losing sleep over it. Let's see what these end cards are. I don't know if this is about love, because look, the Knight of Cups, this could be you making an offer of love. Maybe that's what you've been worried about. This could be someone making an offer of love to you. This could be a job offer. This could be about job offer. This is something an offer coming, or, that's too good to be true almost. And I think you just need to stay on the straight and narrow, go on the path that you want to go on for success, and then stay on that path. Don't waver to the left or the right. Go directly to what you want. Because I really think you've been having a hard time. Look at this. Nine of Swords. This is having nightmares about it. Just really feeling dejected, like mentally beat up. That's pure dejection. So sad. But I think there's love at the end. It ends on the Empress. Oh my gosh, Shaunak. So I don't know if you want an Empress, but she showed up at the end out of nowhere. And I'll just say this about an Empress embodies all women. She's beautiful, she's loving and caring and giving. So if you're dealing with an Empress, or I always think of Virgo, but if you're dealing with an Empress, wow, what a beautiful person. Beautiful. I'm going to pull these cards apart because I love to do that. Something I love to do. I don't know why, I just do. I often find stuff that way that I didn't see. So I keep doing it. Let me see if there's something here that I didn't catch. There's 2 4s and 2 9s, but no 3 of anything, no major thing like that. You did get the victory card. I mean, no matter what's going on, the fact that it even showed up, Ace of Swords, good. I mean, it could be victory. Just know that. And then you got the Knight of Cups. This is that offer of love. This is getting that offer. Whether you give it or someone else gives it to you, this is an offer. It's beautiful. Those are the only 2 cards other than the money, the number cards in these major arcana that I love. I'm going to read to you backwards because that's the way I like to do it. So look, take a chance. Go out on a limb. Go out and take that chance, whatever it is. Maybe you need to weigh your options because you obviously are either weighing your options. You probably have choices. Looks like you might have even been drinking over it. You haven't acted quickly. But look, now is the time to act quickly because now is the time to win. Now is the time to be victorious. And I think it's especially in relationships. And hopefully with an Empress. What man doesn't want an Empress, especially if we're dealing with a Virgo? Now, if this is about business or something, this is about emotions and definitely appealing to emotions and definitely new creative ideas. Okay. So Shaunak, that's been my reading take for you. Okay. And you caught me right before I left here. And so I'm on my way out now. And I hope that answer, whatever that was, that resonated with you, Shaunak. I just felt like I'll pull those cards real quick and give you that answer. So I'm out of here, you guys. I started this 83 minutes ago. I'm going to go and get ready for bed. Much love, much light, many blessings. I'm going to upload, hopefully, the 3 practice sessions I did so you guys can get more accustomed to the healing that I do and what that's all about and maybe get something out of it. I love doing that. It's wonderful. So much love to you all. And I will see you, well, Saturday. Okay, I'm getting punchy. I'm out of here. See you later. Bye.